A fire station in general is a really unique building. There's a business aspect of it, like you would go seek any public service. There is a house portion of it, which is where the firefighters live, and there's the apparatus bay, like a typical garage. So those features of fire station make it unique to start with. The component that we really wanted to make sure we were thoughtful about in our design was making sure that our fire department operations isn't affected by the public spaces that were really necessary and desired by the community. One of the most important things that we did in this entire process was really set the building's values from the start. Defining those community landmark values, the community space, having some exterior space, green spaces around, natural landscaping. All those were values that came out really early in this project and really drove those tough decision-making points. The big number 2, the green number 2, is a really iconic piece of this, the fire tower kind of marking that landmark here. And as you pull in and park, you see the doors that we have that are kind of clearly marked where to access the station. And that opens up to a large atrium. This is kind of dual purpose, to serve the public, have a space for people to maybe mingle in between a training or a community meeting that's taking place. There's a large conference room that's accessible through the public space, a smaller conference room, and then our large fire training room. And that is really a space that I'm excited to have the community come enjoy that, use it, rent it out, however that is. It's designed with the ability to not affect our fire department operations. So we believe that there's going to be community members using that space well into the evening hours without effect to the fire department operations, which is really beneficial. The front atrium also has the lobby where you're going to connect with public health staff. Public health has cubicles all back there, and that's a space. Public health hasn't had a dedicated space. We're one of only 4 communities in the state that have their own public health board.
Through our contract with Bloomington Public Health, we have this arrangement for kind of the remainder of public health services like immunizations and the WIC clinics and like breastfeeding education for new mothers and different things like that. A lot of our residents that access those services have to travel to Bloomington Public Health, which is down by Bloomington Civic Plaza in the southeast part of Bloomington. The big things I thought of right away was, can we get services, even on a small scale, from Bloomington Public Health out of this building? Someone can walk in and talk to our staff right at the front counter, and hopefully we connect them with the resource they need, whether that's, they're filling out a temporary food license or they're coming to get their blood pressure checked. But I would hope in the future, if Bloomington Public Health wants to do a flu shot clinic, we can set it up in here. Or we want to have some kind of community event. So I really see this building as a potential for this region, and it can be kind of a northern resource geographically compared to where Bloomington Public Health is way on the south end of Bloomington.
As you walk into the apparatus bay, we have pull-through bays, which are going to house fire engines and ambulance units. The bay is designed with a lot of open-air, big drive-through area for safe operations. And big bay doors in the front that we're excited to open up and have some residents walk by and see what we have at the fire station. When we talk about the fire station, the house is a really important part. The crew that started today at 7 a.m. gets off at 7 a.m. tomorrow, so they eat, sleep, and rest at the fire station. Our house portion of this is in the 2nd floor. That was designed to be split up from the office space, and that includes what you would typically see in a regular house. There's a living room, there's a kitchen space, a kitchen table that we're really proud of. Our Public Works Department used wood that we collected from one of the parks to create this large kitchen table that you have here, which can house all of our staff. That's a really important part of a fire station. Our firefighters go to emergencies every single day. They're going to someone's worst day almost every single day. So this is a spot where they come back, debrief, kind of have a spot to talk amongst their peers and kind of work through some of the things that they see and do. And so that kitchen table is a very important piece, and we're really proud of the work that Public Works did here. As we go into the dorms, one of the things that is really important again is rest. Our rest is interrupted They're designed with each one of the shifts having a storage space as you enter in. This allows, if there's an ongoing and off-going shift, they actually don't have to interrupt the person that's in the bedroom portion of this. The oncoming crew can get their uniform on, shower, etc., without interrupting someone who may have just got a late call and just returned back without any sleep for the night. When we were talking about the design, I think it's really important for all city staff to have an ability to stay fit while they perform for the residents. So the design that we have here includes this big physical fitness space that's going to be open to city staff 24 hours. It was designed away from the operations. So again, back to that values design, we want to make sure that people could use this 24 hours a day without interrupting other functions of this building. And so this is a space that's really going to benefit the entire city and all the employees that work here. The training tower, it's dual purpose. It really serves as a big architectural piece here, but it also serves us from a training capacity. So there are many training features built into it. It's a 5-story training tower. We have a special operations team that does technical rescue. So we can train all year in district here, performing a number of different disciplines with this training tower. It's really special, it's iconic. You see this from far away. It's got one of the best views in the whole city. Additionally, it has a hose tower. So, you know, when we use our fire hose, we have to clean it and it gets wet and you got to dry it. So we hang our fire hose here to dry and before we roll it back up and get it back on the trucks. We have not had that before, no hose tower before. This whole piece, the training design, the thoughtful training design, is really going to be impactful for the firefighters and their ability to respond to the emergencies here in Edina. To have an opportunity like this to design a fire station is incredible. It's just been a joy to have the city really invest in their fire service, knowing that it's an ambulance and fire response. Building a building that'll be here for 50 to 75 years serving the residents is really something I'm proud of.
It's a great opportunity to be more of a part of a neighborhood and get more engagement from residents. And there's a lot of people in this area. We have a lot of apartments, we have a lot of development going on, a lot of businesses just to the east on France. So there's a lot happening in this area.
We're thankful for this opportunity. This is really going to have an impact not only to this area, the neighborhoods right around here, but the city as a whole.